I am one, I am all, and all is me. I can only be seen through the eyes of love. I can only be felt with a compassionate heart of gold. I can only be heard if you allow me to speak. I speak only one language, the language of unity. I can be found everywhere and nowhere. Now here, try to always remember. To the awake and aware ones, everything, including the mundane, is sacred and pure. This is because everything comes from the house of the same source of all. My true essence is one. It is only to the mass majority of the human kingdom who are still in a state of deep sleep, unawakened, uninitiated, that I appear to be divided or separated. My endless diversity of forms hides the subjective unity of all things. One is everything. Everything is one. You are everything. And everything is you. I remain the same regardless of my appearances. I inhabit all that exists. I am everywhere and in everything. Judge me not. Make no distinctions. It is all me. Know me by anything and everything. All that you experience is me. Nothing is separate from me. There is no other. Do not be misled to believe that there is something that I am not. I am also everything that you think I'm not. I have been buried and hidden deep beneath layers and layers of an overwhelming heap of accumulated preponderance of cultural, parental, environmental, and educational static. All but very few of the human species have become trapped, bound, and imprisoned by their own misconceptions of what appears to be duality. Being misunderstood, confused, and mistaken for representing absolute reality. Do not be deceived by appearances. As a result of our conditioned conceptual thinking and beliefs, we are now only capable of experiencing me, the source of all, through these synthetic masks that we have constructed, assembled, and then placed upon us by our very own, yet-to-be evolved intentions, intellect, and emotions. Your masks are many, but beneath my face remains the same. There is only one life being lived, and you are a part. Every part, from the largest seen through a telescope to the smallest seen through an electron microscope, contains the whole. Our present technology cannot capture the complete spectrum of the large and the small, for they go to infinity. Everything in the universe affects and resonates with everything else. It is in the realm of the so-called mind that the principle of separateness is found. It is also in the realm of the mind that the great realization of oneness is made. Nothing is ever truly separate from anything else. We are all one life, one being that manifests itself through everything. Everywhere you look, everything you see is the source, the creator, or God in expression. There is only one life being lived. It is the source, creator, or God in its infinite array of forms or expressions. Creator or source of all can be accessed from within ourselves. And when we have achieved union with the source of all, the Creator, we will know who we are, understanding and experiencing the meaning of the one life. One is everything, everything is one. Faculties of discrimination, in a nutshell, as Carl Jung so eloquently stated in one of his many works, the essence of the conscious mind is discrimination, which blocks and inhibits the flow of the subconscious and the higher faculties. It is extremely easy to overlook the underlying unity of all life when our differing ideas and beliefs maintain the arbitrary divisions that sustain our illusions of separateness, of self and other than self, everything that we perceive as not being us. Being the source of all that exists, part of my mission is to dissolve such self-imposed arbitrary divisions as us and them, me and you, good and evil, likes and dislikes, what we approve or disapprove of, whether we are praised or blamed. This is why we think things and others are separate from us. It is only when we are no longer deluded by appearance and have freed ourselves from the veil of illusion that we will arrive at the experience and the realization of the one life, cosmic consciousness. We have trapped ourselves within the illusion of duality with all its masks and faces. If we remove the masks, we will then see that everything has the same face. The one life appears to us filtered by our own projections onto a screen of pure energy called existence. Know that it was your own act of free will which triggered your departure or fall from my grace, marked the beginning of your descent into the realms of dense lower vibrational consciousness, resulting in the birthing of your faculties of discrimination. I am everywhere and in everything. To love me in part is selective discrimination, accepting and welcoming only some of me while rejecting my other qualities. I have assigned a time for all things. I have designated times for war and peace. At designated times, good will reign over evil, and at other designated times, evil will conquer good. Everything that occurs is my doing. All that you experience is me. It is me. There is no other. It is me, my children. It is me.